Hello. I just woke up, and the fuck is this? There's there's a new character's banner, and it's Fire Emblem Engage. Good. So I in my Daisy Fate, Daisy state. I did kind of see who all the characters were. Well, I mean, I don't know their name. I know like Elier, and I guess I saw the name Chloe floating around. But anyways, I've seen what they look like. I don't know what they do or anything like that. So this is like a half blind analysis reaction kind of deal. But off the bat, I'd like to say I don't know why anybody would care about these characters. The game's not out. We haven't played the game. We don't know anything about their personalities or quirks yet. So like, I don't know. Look, personally, for me, I've been staying away from engage information because I don't want to be spoiled. Like I want to play the game completely blind. I don't want to know anything about anyone or anything. That's just me, right? So personally, I don't give a shit about any of these characters. So this is purely from like a Fae standpoint. If I summon for something or if I spark for something, it's going to be because they're a strong character or they have a skill I want on somebody. You know what I mean? So that's basically it. So yeah, actually, speaking of Engage, I only just pre-ordered Engage like the other night. I've been I've been putting it off and putting it off, and then I finally just did it. So, anyways, not to say that like look, I'm as excited to play Engage as the next guy, but I really don't care about this banner. Anyways, let's go. Let's see what it is. A rearmed hero. All right, right off the bat, how the fuck can we have a rearmed character from Engage when they haven't even been in the game yet? I thought rearmed characters were supposed to be like alts of other characters. You know what I mean? Okay, so this kind of pisses me off right off, right away. But whatever.
I've seen some heroes with amazingly huge muscles around here. I need to
Wow,
learn
this guy
secrets.
sounds like an absolute bitch. What the fuck is that voice? Okay, sorry. Arcane Quang, or is it Chuang? Anyways, special excel at start of combat. If unit's HP is above a quarter, 5 all stats. During combat, unit makes guaranteed follow-up attack. Foe cannot make a follow-up attack. And also, if unit or foe initiates combat after moving to a different space, grant special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack during combat. That is not a very good arcane lance. This is by far the weakest arcane weapon of them all so far. Like, straight up. I think this is the weakest arcane they have given us so far. I do not care about this even a little bit. So, Self-Improver. This looks like a unique skill for this guy. What was his name? Alfred? He doesn't look that bad aesthetically, but dude, his voice makes him sound like such a bitch. Fuck. Okay. So sorry. God damn it, I'm still hung up on that voice. Yeah, grants attack 10, speed 5, defense 20. The fuck? Inflicts res 5. Start of combat, if unit's HP is above a quarter, inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack during. Okay, so it's just a bunch of stats and guard. That's cute, I guess. Flow and Trace enables Canto remaining +1 if unit initiates combat, neutralizes effects to prevent units' follow-up attacks. Okay, that is something I want. Trace plus. Hold on. It's the opposite of Beast Agility. It gives you Canto and offensive NFU. That's a really good Trace skill, actually. It's probably not for beasts, I would assume. But that's gonna be a best in slot Trace for like flying and for any flying and cav units that don't have a PRF weapon that has like a Or even if they do have a PRF weapon, like as long as they don't have any effects that like have like this NFU effect. That's pretty solid. I like that trace skill. I don't know if I care to summon a copy of this guy to give it to anybody though. I'm trying to think. If I have a flying unit or a cav unit that I'd want to put this on. Brave Elowood came to mind, but he has offensive NFU already, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know. I have to take a look at my units. But anyways, that's a good, like, B skill. But this guy as a unit, don't care. And the arcane weapon sucks. I mean, it's a good weapon.
Wither and fall!
It's just, in comparison to the other arcane weapons, it's not great. But I guess, as a weapon, it's not that bad.
All of these heroes. This castle is a riot of flowers in bloom. How
Celine?
delightful!
Saline? Speed res ideal, that's cute. Ooh! Canto control in the permanent pool. Okay, well, right off the bat, looks like I'm gonna spark for this unit just for Canto control. Because Canto control is that good. Joyous Tome. I think there's something wrong with this skill. Because I saw in the notifications when I turned the game on, and then saw that there was a banner that there's something about this. It doesn't work as intended or something. Anyways, Special Excel, at start of turn, if units within 3 spaces of an ally, restore 7 HP to unit and allies within 3 spaces of unit, restore 7 HP to allies within 3 spaces of unit after their combat, reduces damage from attack during combat and from AoEs by percent equal to number of allies with HP above half within 3 spaces of unit times 15 for max 45. If units within 3 spaces of an ally, grants 5 stats to unit during combat and deals damage equal to number of allies with their HP above half within 3 spaces of unit times 5 for a max of 15 and restore 7 HP after combat. Okay, so this is a unit that is intended for summoner duels, straight up and down. She has Canto control, and she has a lot of passive healing going on. So she is intended to be a summoner duel support unit, which is not bad. But unit allocated slots in summoner duel teams is pretty competitive. Like, if you don't already have a healer on your team, then I don't know. I guess she's intended to be a combat support unit, right? But I don't know if this is good enough to slot onto a team, though. Don't get me wrong. This is a good unit, but it just screams summoner duels at me, and I don't know if I'd want her on a team. But yeah, I do want her for Canto control. So far, Celine is more appealing to me than Alfred.
You need pruning.
This is a little loud. Yeah, I was saying she's more appealing to me than Alfred because just because she has Canto control. And that arcane lance. Oh my fucking tits! What the hell? Who is this? Sorry. Sorry. Chloe. So this is why people like Chloe. I see. I guess I see why people like this banner. Distant stance. What's Pegasus Flight 4 do? Inflicts attack def -4 on foe during combat. At start of combat, if unit's speed is greater than or equal to foe speed, -10 inflicts penalty on foe's attack dev. During combat, equal to 80%. Okay, so that increased by 10 of difference between res stats, units res minus foes res before combat for a maximum penalty of 8. That increased by 1. And also, if at start of combat, unit speed plus res greater than foe speed plus res, foe cannot make a follow-up attack. Well, this is way better than Pegasus Flight 3. But I don't know if it's worth putting in the B slot over other skills. I guess it just depends on the unit. Like, I have Pegasus Flight 3 on my OG sheet, OG Sita, but like, I don't use her enough to upgrade her. It's a good skill though. I just don't know who you'd want to put it on, like right off the top of my head. Dreaming Spear. Accelerate special trigger. Grants 5 stats to unit. Grants 5 stats to unit. Oh, she gets the 5 stats straight up, like no strings attached. If unit is on a team with 2 allies and a support partner pair, unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack, deals damage with 20% of units res, and reduces damage from foes' attacks by 20% of units res during combat. Okay, alright. So she has that Asker damage reduction, which is really fucking good. So she's gonna have high res, I assume. She actually has exactly Asker's weapon, except it's res-based instead of defense-based. She also has guard and guaranteed follow-up. Honestly, you might want to put that trace skill off of Alfred on her instead of Pegasus Flight, because then she would have the offensive NFU plus trace, right? Good. I guess I get it. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna summon for Chloe. She's a she's a good unit, guys, and yeah. Her Chloe is like the one name I've heard a lot. Like, I've been staying away from Engage stuff, but I've heard her name, and now I understand why.
Some of the heroes here look an awful lot like certain emblems I know.
Oh, she has a good
Can't wait
voice.
to talk to them.
That sounds pretty good.
I've got this.
What does she do? Looks like she has charge in her weapon. Oh, there it is. Close call 4. Speed Smoke, Close Call 4, attack speed ideal 4. Luna, let's see what Close Call does. Inflicts speed dev -4 on foe during combat. If a skill compares unit speed to a foe's or ally speed, treats unit speed as if granted by +7. If unit speed is greater than foe speed, reduces damage from attacks during combat and from area effects by % equal to difference between stats ×5 for a max of 50. If unit initiates combat, unit moves 1 space away after combat. Okay, so the tier 4 DR skills are going to be fucking nuts. Close Call 4 is fucking good. Goddamn. Now, depending on what her PRF does, is going to determine whether or not I just sack her for Close Call 4. Although I might just want to wait for, like, what's that other skill called? Spurn. I might just want to wait for, like, Spurn 4 or something, I guess. Although Close Call 4 is really good. Liberation. Special Excel, of course. Start of turn, if unit's HP is above a quarter, grants charge. That's crazy. To unit and support partners within 3 spaces. Whoa. Grants charge to unit. Oh, and support. Okay, so I thought it was all allies. Okay, so it's just her and her support partner. That's still good, though. Within 3 spaces of unit for 1 turn. At start of combat, if unit's HP is above a quarter, grants 5 stats to unit during combat and inflicts speed dev -X on foe during combat. X equals the number of allies from distinct tiles. What does that mean? Within 3 spaces of unit ×4 + 4 for a max of 12. What's a distinct tile? From tiles away, or tiles within 3 spaces. 4 + 4. So she just needs 2 allies within 3 spaces of her, and she gets -12 speed dev in combat. I mean, that's good if I'm understanding it correctly, but I don't know what they mean by distinct tiles. And also, if unit speed is greater than foe speed, reduces damage from attacks during combat and from AoE by... Okay, so she has normal DR in her weapon plus Close Call 4. So that's going to equal, like, what, 64 or 70% DR total? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, so LAR is a strong, like, God Sword unit. But, like, God Swords are like a dime a dozen. But she's, like, the newest one, so... It doesn't necessarily make her the best one, but she's quite good. God, that charge. Charge to herself and, support partner. That's... Oh, man, you can make some, like, Galaxy Brain plays with that. Shit. I might want a copy of her just to, like, play around with her. I really didn't want to care about this banner, but the units are kind of strong. And, yo, I've been looking at some Engage stuff while watching this, and you know what? I kind of like Chloe. She's got a good personality, and, she's really quirky, and I see what people mean. She's kind of cool. No, I'm just kidding.
I am the Divine Dragon.
Okay. So, there's no Ascended unit, which sucks. I really wanted a Floret. Who the fuck is that? And then there is no 4-star special this time around. Oh, Alfred's sharing with Chloe. I just realized that. I have to summon red, blue, and green. I was gonna just say red and blue, but Celine does have counter control, so I guess I need to summon green still. I don't know, like, what I would spark, though. I think I would spark, Eliere, just because of, like, she has a unique skill that you could play around with. Oh, never mind, you can spark twice. Well then, guess I'm gonna spark Eliere and Chloe. And there you go. Good. Man, I really wanted to skip this.
Some of the...
Let me look at this dumbass again.
This castle...
Muscles around here.
Hold on, I have to hear this again.
I've seen some heroes with amazingly huge muscles around here.
Why is his voice cracking while he talks? God, it's so bitchly. Okay. Because, like, when his voice line during his special animation didn't have that voice cracking, so, like, that's a really weird, like, I'm assuming the voice actor was directed to do it as such, and that's just really weird to me. So this guy as a unit, I don't care. I don't even care if I get copies of him, because, like, well, Flow and Trace is good. So if I got him, that's what I would use him for. But, like, I don't know who the hell I'd put his Arcane Lance on. This Arcane Lance is really disappointing. It's not that good. It's Special Excel, 5 all stats, follow-up denial, and charges per hit if you move. Like, as inheritable weapons go, sure, it's fine. But compared to the other arcane weapons, it's bad. Like, the other arcane weapons are just so much better. Kind of just want to wait until, like, there's a different Arcane Lance instead of this one. It's just like, I don't know who I'd put this on. I feel like it's more, well, I was going to say I feel like it's more of a enemy phase Lance, but not necessarily. The only unit I can think of right off the top of my head that I want an Arcane Lance for is Nephany, but this, I don't think this is what I would want on her. But, like, who else? I really don't know. Whatever. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Consider liking and subscribing. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you later.